Hi, and welcome to the series where Christian loses brain cells because he overthinks stuff. Today we're going over Programming Assignment 13, Problem 1, where we are playing with salaries. The program has to be recursive and average the numbers, while at the same time, it has to check if the number is between 0 and 75,000. That is the only two requirements. That's what we did. So we started off by importing the scanner. We are creating a method that is called rec, short for recursion. It is equivalent to average salary, where instead I don't name it that, but I cut it down to REC. We're going to take a salary array and then use I and j. I is the end, j is the size. If I is equal to j minus 1, or in this case, 0 is equivalent to whatever the j number minus 1 is, return the salary at I, in which case it will. And if I is equal to 0, then return the salary plus recursion of the salary array, the I number, j divided by j, and that's gonna just be if when it's 0. The summary of this is, well, the salary array at that point plus the salary I plus 1 j. Now, this is base case. And over here is the main driver where we create a scanner, talk to the end user. In this case, we're not going to take a size for the array or adjust it as needed. So instead, we're going to skip that, move on to where we say, hey, enter 10 salaries so they can be average. Then salaries between 0 and 75,000, please. Let's just say, please. And then we're gonna create a salary array that holds double numbers, because sometimes salaries are not always exactly on the 0.0 margin. And then for the loop, we're gonna do the for loop where I is 0, I is less than the size that was told. Well, right now we are doing 10, and we're gonna increment. The number is gonna take it in. If the number is in the range, we just give it to the array at that index and say, hey, take it. Otherwise, enter a new value within the range. The number is equal to this new input, and salaries will equal that number. And then system.out.print the average of the salaries plus recursion of the salary array. 0 is our end, and size is how big it is, and how many times we will have to loop through. The next one is 1. Problem 2 of Programming Assignment 13, where again, we don't play with bills, but we play with dividing number till it's less than 1. And we say, hey, again, use a recursion method that is going to divide the number by 2 until the result is less than 1, at which time output the result. Now, for this part, the method is simple. Recursion, double the number. Check if the number is less than 1. That is base case. Return the number. And then if we want to watch it, we can just tell this to print and then return the recursion of the number divided by 2 until it hits base case. The driver is simple. Create the scanner. We're gonna initialize number to 0 because why not? We're gonna ask the user to give us a number, any number, and we'll tell them it's still 1 or less. Take that number If the number is less than 0, please enter a positive number and restart. Else, system.out.print the remaining number is plus recursion number. Let's go. So, just to watch this one. I missed a bracket somewhere. Okay, this is at line 66, so it's got to be 59. 60 size height. What? This is Sal, this is Java, this is if num is equal to 0. Oh. That's the problem. Let's try recompiling. I did not. Ha. Ha 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 ha. Here's our 10 numbers. And we got our number again. That is the average. I will not run this through a calculator because that takes time. Next one is the compile for 1. And let's say 32. We should get 5. Well, it breaks it down all the way to 5. Now, before I submit this, I need to change this back to ignore. File one last time. 32. Good. Yes. Okay. Well, I did not think that one through. I did not think that one through. Can I stop if less than equal to 1? Well, no, it has to be less than 1. We're fine. Okay. That is the program. Have a nice weekend. Take care.